There is a connection between many of William Shakespeare's works and modern pop culture of today. Through this presentation, we will examine the medieval concept of Fortuna's wheel, analyze how it is visually presented in film adaptations of the tragedy of King Richard III, the tragedy of Macbeth, and an episode of The Walking Dead through character movement and positioning and the emotional effect it has on the characters. According to the Medieval Tragedy webpage, in medieval times, fortune was believed to be due to the turning of Fortuna's wheel. Fortune, traditionally female because of the association of women with the moon and changeability, stands behind the wheel with outstretched wings. She continually moves the wheel, on which at the top is a king and the bottom a beggar. This spinning of Fortuna's wheel is almost visible in Shakespeare's plays, as the statuses of many of the characters continually go up and down, or round and round, between fortune and tragedy. In Clayton G. Mackenzie's article, Fortuna in Shakespeare's Plays, he discusses the use of Fortuna's wheel in Shakespeare's works. Mackenzie lays out examples from several of Shakespeare's works to illustrate how Fortuna's wheel is depicted both visually and literally throughout all of Shakespeare's theater. The argument is made that fortune or misfortune that characters experience is because the goddess Fortuna herself is involved in their destiny. Mackenzie provides some history on the medieval character of Fortuna, which provides insight into the many ways in which this fate-controlling character is involved in Shakespearean stories. Mackenzie argues that no character of Shakespearean theater is safe from Fortuna and her controlling of their fate. He describes the four figures that are often depicted on Fortuna's wheel: the proud and accomplished king at the top, the demoralized outcast courier going clockwise to your right going down, the down and out beggar at the bottom of the wheel, and the ambitious courier ascending to his rise to power at the top. Each of these characters represent the particular status of a character at a specific point in the time of the story that they are involved in. Throughout the story, a character may be in one of these positions for the entire play, or travel through different positions as a result of the wheel being turned by Fortuna, depicted by a character's aspirations or their downfall. This turning of the wheel is a story in which the audience is exposed to. Mackenzie also informs the reader about other depictions of the medieval character Fortuna that go beyond the visual or literal depictions of an ancient wheel of fortune. His insights into depictions of Fortuna and her wheel that are still visible today in ancient architecture show how much of an influence she had in the times of Shakespearean and Elizabethan theater.